A town tells the Long Island Railroad, if you don't scratch our back, we're not going to scratch yours. It's time for another episode of Bells and Whistles. Hello everyone, Bill Wilson, Editor-in-Chief of Railway Track and Structures Media, with a look at the top news stories we were following the week ending December 10th. The drag in Austin, Texas might be a strip for just light rail cars to show off their speed. The Austin Transit Partnership, the product of Capital Metro and the City of Austin, held workshops on December 8th to show the public two design alternatives for a section of Guadalupe Street, also known as the drag. Option A offers a light rail line and a bus traffic lane in each direction. The design calls for narrower sidewalks and no bike lanes. Option B calls for a transit mall with no traffic lanes. Buses might be able to share some of the space. The drag runs near the University of Texas at Austin campus, and some students are concerned Option B would create traffic spill-off onto other local streets. Engineers, however, said Option A would slow down traffic in the area. Amtrak met regulatory obligations in response to bluff failures along its Pacific Surfliner route in California, but it could improve its awareness of potential operational risks by participating in ongoing discussions with regional stakeholders, an Amtrak Office of Inspector General report found. Since 2018, at least 6 bluff failures have occurred in the Del Mar Bluffs area, just north of San Diego, causing temporary closures and speed restrictions on Amtrak's high-volume route, which runs along the bluffs in some places. The OIG report found that Amtrak could improve its awareness of local issues in the Del Mar area by participating in regional working groups. Cicero and Cook County, Illinois officials want BNSF to be held accountable for flooding problems for residents as a result of concrete resurfacing of the Class 1's properties. Officials have reported that many residential homes and properties throughout Chicagoland adjacent to BNSF land have suffered damage as a result of rainwater runoff from railroad property. A lawsuit was filed over the summer. Illinois State Rep. Michael Zalewski said he has introduced legislation that would require all railroad companies that own a minimum of 5% of the land in any community to adhere to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District watershed management ordinances managing stormwater runoff. BNSF owns more than 7% in the town of Cicero. The Long Island Railroad may have to build a temporary rail bridge in Garden City, New York, to avoid any delays caused by a court battle. The incorporated village of Garden City is appealing a court ruling ordering the village to okay permits necessary for the replacement of the Denton Avenue Bridge. The village is not happy with how crews on the LIRR project placed 90-foot-high utility poles. Residents are not happy either, as many say the poles are too close to homes. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority thinks the appeal process will not begin until spring 2022, so the agency and LIRR could build a temporary structure next to the existing one. The temporary bridge would be constructed on LIRR property that also would carry the third track. However, going with Plan B could cost as much as $50 million. Well, that's a look at the top news stories we were following the week ending December 10th. For the latest news, go to www.rtands.com. You can also find us on social media. We are on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great weekend, everyone.